Guys, everyone, Charlie Wolf here, and it is our exhibition stream Thursday evening, and we're getting that much closer to the big month of March, guys. I hope you're all doing well. My name, as you know by now, Charlie Wolf, and I'm joined by, well, the invisible Picasso of the FGC, Mr. Brian Luke. How are you doing, buddy?
I'm a little bit upset that I'm invisible though.
There we go.
What
We
is
sorted it out. We have sorted it out.
ah awesome. Yeah, Seawolf, as you said, dude, the merry month of March. There is so much happening, dude. Do you wanna just tell the people what's happening in March?
Well, okay, let's start it off like this. CGL has approached FGC Africa to host an event that is going to basically be taking place every Monday during the month of March, and it is called, if I'm not mistaken, the Console League Southeast Africa edition, and we are basically going to be having 4 qualifiers, like I said, each Monday during the month of March. We're going to be working on a point system, so all the details will obviously be made available on the different socials. But basically, there is 4 qualifiers taking place during each Monday during March, and thereafter, in the 5th and final week of March, the top 8 qualifiers, based on those 4 previous weeks, will be taking part in the finale and will be fighting for their portion of $500, courtesy of CGL Console Gaming League. In addition to that, guys, and that's not all, we've also got the Khan of Africa tournament happening on the 6th and the 7th. We've already got 5 qualifiers, and those 5 qualifiers were basically the guys that won the various editions of Combat Africa, which is your Monday evening first to 2 8-man tournaments. And just if memory serves me correct here, Blino, we've got Panda Bear, we've got the Khan of Africa himself in AI Killjoy, we've
Correct.
got Zombie Classic, we've
Correct.
got Rising Nachi,
Yes,
and
and
we've got Andy Otam,
Mr.
Mr.
Maker
Maker
Smile.
Smile himself, who we will be seeing in action tonight, by the way. But I mean, tonight can come shortly. The 6th of March, we'll basically be having a qualifier, whereby the top 3 of the event on the 6th of March will join that already 5 qualifiers to then take part in a top 8 finale, which will happen on the 7th. So guys, if you are interested in taking part in the Khan of Africa tournament, that is not this weekend, coming next weekend. Make sure that you've got your Saturday and your Sunday scheduled available for you to compete. It's going to be an
Open it up.
entirely different type of stream. It's going to be absolutely huge. We're starting at
open it
12
up.
o'clock on Saturday afternoon with the last chance qualifier. And depending on how many entrants we've got a cap of 64 entrants at the moment. So guys, there is ample space for you to get onto that tournament and battle for your chance to take on the Khan of Africa himself and dethrone him from that title, which I think he's been occupying now for very close to a year.
Very close to a year. I think, what was that, like beginning of lockdown?
I think it was more or less during that time. Yeah, that's 100% correct.
Yeah. So guys, as Seawolf has said, last chance qualifiers are open. That's happening on the 6th of March. There are still plenty of slots still available. I don't know if he mentioned the prize, but at the moment, I think it's 1,600 Rand and counting. If you would like to contribute to the prize pool, there is a Matcherino link that is being shared to all the socials on the daily. So if you guys would like to put any amount of money into that for the players, it would be greatly appreciated. So just watch the socials for the Matcherino link and contribute, man, and more importantly, sign up so that you can actually win the damn stuff.
Yeah, no, I mean, March has probably been a month like no other. It was going to be a month like no other for FGC Africa, and I mean, we're honored to bring this content to you. You can catch your boy in the first round of qualifiers on Monday. CharlieWolfGaming himself is going to be streaming the first qualifier in CGL that's coming to you on Monday.
From CGL's Twitch.
On CGL's Twitch channel, yeah. I think it's twitch.tv/CGL1. But all the details will be made available on all our socials, guys. But speaking of events, we happen to have one happening tonight as well, Blino. It's called
indeed.
Into the Proving Grounds Sons and Spears.
And it's a good lineup, man.
It's a good lineup. In fact, Blinder, if you don't mind taking the audience through the lineup right now, just to let them know what they are in store for.
Guys, tonight we are bringing you, in our first match, Jay Mysterio, otherwise known as Mr. Jibs, the artist formerly known as Mr. Jibs, is taking on Mikey KB in our first to 5. And then we've got an interesting second first to 5. We've got Mr. Make Her Smile going up against Checkmate FGC, who I'm sure needs no introduction. Now, that's going to be an interesting match. Checkmate FGC has made quite a scene since he's been on the PlayStation platform. I don't think that he's faced an opponent quite as strong as Mr. Make Her Smile. So, yeah, that's going to be a really interesting matchup. And then, for our main event, I think there's been a bit of a change here, Seawolf, but you're going to have to confirm it for me. I don't know that Mr. 5000 is available this evening, but we do have I Am Grootey going up against, I think, the Flavor.
That is correct, yeah. In fact, Mr. 5000's protege himself.
Yeah.
So the Flavor gladly stepping in for Mr. 5000 because of his absence. But Mr. 5000 has assured us that he will be in chat, he will be supporting his boy. And yeah, we saw him on stream last week. The score line was maybe not a true reflection of the ability that we saw coming through from the Flavor. So I'm sure that the match against I Am Grootey is going to be a bit of a humdinger. So guys, stay tuned for that one. But right now we've got Katlego, aka Meineke KB, going up against the artist formerly known as Mr. Jivs, Jay Mysterio.
Yeah, so Seawolf, Mr. Jibs is only recently back on the PlayStation platform. I know that his PlayStation was broken for a while, so he's not actually in my friends list. I've got Mikey. I'm going to invite him. If you don't mind inviting Mr. J.
Jibs is already in the coth. We're just waiting for Mikey. So if you can send Mikey the
Dunsky,
the invite,
we
can get this first match underway. Guys, remember this is a first to 5 exhibition evening. So all games you see here will be a first to 5. And yeah, there was going to be a special announcement, but I think the announcement that we just made was special enough. There's been a couple of changes in the schedule, so I won't give too much away for now. All I can say, guys, is the moment the stream is finished, or during the stream, find out from the various Discords, from the socials, from Twitter. Go to FGC, get into contact with one of the administrators outside of myself and Blinder for the stream duration at least, and find out how you can register for both the CGL event as well as the Cardiff Africa event. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. A stellar month of March.
Awesome month. Just a special note, guys. If you guys tune into FGC Africa on YouTube on a Monday night, you will find it pretty lonely. We will be streaming from CGL's channel on Twitch on Monday night, so that is where we will be. Keep an eye on the socials, keep an eye on the WhatsApp groups, all the information will be there, all the links, all the etc. But you have been warned. I think we will have a little message up there just to direct you towards the CGL Twitch channel, but that's where we're going to live. And we've got a man in the coffee here. We've got a match.
Well, we've got a match. The pings are looking rather healthy.
I'm just sending the link out to all the peeps.
So guys, we have got Mr. Jivs, aka Jay Mysterio, going up against Meineke KB.
Yeah. Mr. Jivs testing that connection out.
Mr. Jivs, renowned for the hidden cursor approach, just to make his opponent unaware of what he's going to bring to the table. But he has been caught with his face full of, I don't know what you would, how do you say it, but Meineke KB. Okay. He has been caught with his pants down, having selected the wrong character on more than one occasion. So
plenty of times. Okay, I'm interested in his choice here. I have faced his Kung Lao before, but certainly not a character that you see him play too often on stream. So interested to see how this goes.
Well, Mr. Jivs, I mean, we know him from the PC community, very, very strong player, and the same can be said for Meineke, not from the PC community, but an equally strong player nonetheless.
Yeah,
Meineke,
for sure.
most recently renowned for his 2-0 victory over Atrocity. And already we're starting to see African things come into play here.
Has Mr. Jibs plugged his cord in?
Let's hope so.
Oh, this is not looking good. Let's check the pings here. Pings are all looking really good. Interesting. Not sure why this is happening, guys. And Mr. Jibs has left the game. Let's just double check that he is. Can we check whether he's connected via cable or Wi-Fi?
We'll be able to see now the moment he accepts the invitation again. Okay. I've actually just sent him a message now. He's saying that he is on LAN cable.
Okay. Okay.
Let me just find out if it's directly to his router.
Sorry, guys. But you know how we do.
African things. Okay, Mike is saying you're your ping. So, what does Mike? If you can maybe just let us know what Mr. Jivs' ping is from your side.
I am enjoying a 67 millisecond ping with Mikey and a 20 with you.
Okay, let's just see if we can get this game back. Mr. Jivs is running a connection test. His connection looks extremely healthy. Do you want to try and jump out of the cloth for a second, Blino, and then just see if it's a bit more stable when
let's
one
do
less
that.
person in the cloth? I'll share my screen with you in a second.
Yep, sure. Let's try that out.
Guys, just a reminder that you are not allowed to download or watch any unsavory material during the stream, especially if you are competing. So Mikey and Jivs, just make sure that hentai, you know what, has been turned off. Those downloads are not allowed during stream. Just keep it clean, guys. Keep it clean.
Oh, Jivs' connection's actually looking super good in comparison to Mikey's. Anyway.
Let's just try and get Mr. Jivs back in here, guys.
Yeah. Don't worry, guys. We will have a match for you soon. Bear with us. Bear with us.
His connection seems to be rather, well, not his connection, but his connection test seems to report lower figures than that of Mr. Jivs right now. But I mean, both are on NAT2, both are on wired connections. So let's just see if the Koth has one less host, if it's going to make any sort of difference at all. But guys, we are looking forward to this match. Mikey versus Mr. Jivs, aka J Mysterio.
Guys, thank you so much for being with us. I see you guys all in the chat. Don, Ngoni, AK Slay, Nemesis Organ Donor, Zeng from our FGC Africa admin team, Timeless Dawn. You guys are all here. Thank you so much for being with us. Checkmate FGC also in the chat, wishing his opponent this evening good luck. You love to see it.
Okay, do you mind just sending Mikey another invitation there, Blino?
I'm out
you're
the
out of
cough,
the cloth, eh? You're out of the cloth.
You done kicked me out the cough, bro.
Damn.
Damn. There he is. Okay, invite sent. Let's try this again.
Guys, I really want to urge you guys to just pray to the Elder God, especially for the month of March.
Yeah.
We're hosting big events throughout the month, and the last thing we need, especially for you, the audience, and of course we're going to be welcoming audience members from across the world who will surely be tuning in to see the likes of Mr. 5000, Killjoy, and so many of the other African players out there that are going to really put on a show for not just themselves to try and get the kind of Africa tournament or title rather, but also just to showcase the talent to the rest of the world. I think we as Africans, we often find ourselves in a bit of isolation to the rest of the competitive community, always being excluded from, for example, the NRS pro scene, etc. This is a great opportunity for the entire African community to showcase what exactly we have on our shores in terms of Mortal Kombat 11 talent.
Yeah, 100%. And, I think that the international community would be really, really surprised by the level of play that we've got over here. We've recently seen the Sheldable compete very, very well. Made top 16 in the pro competition about a week ago. And it took, what's his name? Irish Mantis, like right down to the wire. And, he was saying just the other day when we were all playing in a COF together, just, how awesome it would be to show the African players and actually show the strength that's out here. And we're finally getting the opportunity to do it. CGL is going to be massive, like you say. I mean, it's streaming from their channel. Their channel's got about 20,000 followers, so there's going to be a lot of eyes on our boys come March. So that is really, really, really cool. It's really, really is a privilege for the whole community. So guys, if you haven't signed up yet and you're on the PS4, be a part of FGC Africa history and sign up for that CGL competition.
No, absolutely. We're just waiting for Meineke to acknowledge that he's received the invite. He has said that he's joining.
Yep. Come on, Mr. KB. Let's get you in here.
I'm just having a look at the connection test that Meineke KB ran. Doesn't look too promising in terms of numbers, does it, Blino?
No, it really doesn't, unfortunately. Download speed is a paltry sort of 3. Upload even worse. So, yeah.
Okay, not looking too good for Meineke KB in this instance. Let's just wait for his response one more time, and if it doesn't seem to happen, unfortunately we're going to have to go over on to the next match.
Yep. Unless you give Jibs his long-awaited first to whatever, constantly challenging you as Mr. Jibs to all sorts of first twos.
Yeah, as tempting as it is, I'm not going to put myself through the pain of playing through remote play.
Fair enough. No, if you've ever tried that, guys, it's not a fun time.
Game session not available. Okay, Meineke, I'm going to try one last time, and unfortunately, if it still fails to connect, we are unfortunately going to have to move on to the next match, which means that unfortunately the long-awaited return of Mr. Jivs is going to have to be put on hold, which is a bit sad, but this is one of those things that we have to deal with here in the African community. In fact, I haven't actually gone into the chat at all this evening, Blino, so...
Well, there's plenty happening there. The wolf pack is here in full force.
Blino is the backup opponent for Mr. Jivs.
I'll do it.
Okay, let's just see. Katlego, your invitation or the re-invitation has been sent out again. Oops, I'm listening to myself here on stream, not cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately we spent quite a bit of time just trying to get the connection sorted out, so if it is not going to take place, Blino, I think from our point of view, I'd actually be quite keen to just get onto the second and to the third matches respectively.
Cool.
There's already been a half an hour that has passed without any sort of match being shown. So,
Cool.
have you heard anything from Heinke?
Yeah, he's just sent a message there now saying game session is still not available, unfortunately.
Okay. What I can do, Blino, if you're keen, I can invite you to the Koth and you can have a first to 3 against Mr. Jivs.
Why not, dude?
As opposed to a first to 5. I think just in the interest of time.
Why the hell not? I don't see why not. I don't expect to win, but let's do it. I don't know.
Okay, so chat.
Put me in there. Okay, I'm going to put myself
stepped
on
up.
mute now then. This should be fun.
Oh, and there's one condition to your. No, I won't do that to you.
What?
You can keep your new character in the locker for now.
Oh, no. I'll play him, dude.
Oh, okay.
I'll play him.
All
Why
right.
not? The guys, I've put the con away for the month of February. So bear with me while I play a new man. Let's see how this goes. Alright, Seawolf, I'm going to put myself on mute so that I can concentrate.
No, 100%. Let's just get
Cool.
you into the Koth so that we know the match is about to take place.
I am joining now. In fact, I should be in the... It says joining match. Okay, cool. I'll see you in a moment.
Perfect. Okay, unfortunately, with Meineke being unable to connect, we are going to try to get Blino in as a backup. It's not going to be a first to 5 match, guys. It's going to be a first to 3 match. And that obviously is subject to Blino actually entering the Koth. See, guys in chat, or not in chat, but in the WhatsApp group are lining up to face Mr. Jivia.
Seawolf,
Game session
Seawolf.
unavailable?
you won't believe this. Game session not available. I think the problem is from Mr. Jibs' side. I think in that light we do need to move on
Okay.
to
Yeah.
the next match.
Yeah, I think let's do that. So, Mr. Jivs, unfortunately, it doesn't seem like you are going to have your scheduled match versus either Blino or against Meineke KB. So, Checkmate and Mr. Make a Smile. We are going to get that match underway now. So, Mr. Jivs, if you could kindly leave the Koth lobby.
Yeah, sorry, Jivan. I was keen to fight you, but unfortunately, there seems to be an issue of some kind. Seawolf, I think once Mr. Jibs leaves the Koth, try and get me back in there, and let's just sort of try and verify that that was in fact the issue. Sorry, Jay Mysterio, dude, but we're both on PC and PS4. We can definitely have a little jam sesh soon.
Okay, so Andy Otam is going to be going up against Checkmate FGC shortly.
Yeah, bro.
I think it's a match that the community has been looking forward to when they saw the announcement, and just to shed some light onto this particular match. Guys, this is not the Salt series, so there's definitely no beef, no salt, no anything between these two players. In fact, this match was sent up because the players have actually reached out to each other and share a certain respect for each other in terms of their ability to play with their particular characters. So Andy was called out by Checkmate, left a cryptic clue on Twitter, and he said, cool, I'll play him. And that's where we are tonight, guys. So I'm hoping to see a high quality match, probably between Kotal Khan and Scorpion. And again, you know, as you said now, just to make sure that the problem is not coming from your side, you are in the stream, or sorry, in the Koth rather, without any issues. So I'm going to get Andy Otam in, if you don't mind just sending an invitation to Checkmate, Blino.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, so I see that Jay Mysterio in the chat there is saying that he missed something. What's going on, dude? It seems that when you are in the Koth, peeps can't connect, man. I'm really sorry about that. I was very keen to see your return to PlayStation 4, so much so that I was willing to play you myself, but not going to happen, unfortunately, not this evening. So I know that you are registered for CGL starting on Monday. If you want to run some tests and that sort of thing this weekend, just hit me up, and we can make sure that you are able to compete on Monday, because it would be a bummer if you couldn't.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And you know, this is something that we as the African community just seem to be struggling with all the time. I mean,
yeah,
for us to be waiting this long just to show you guys the first match of the evening, I mean, it should be a sign to the NRS elder gods, like, you know what, let's get these guys involved. And unfortunately it doesn't happen in MK9, through Injustice 1, through MKX, through Injustice 2, and unfortunately neither has it happened through MK11 20 months later. So you have to wonder.
Checkmate FGC in the cough, sending scorpion emojis.
Okay, the invitation has gone out to Mr. Maker Smile as well.
Yeah, well, I could send one from my side as well. Let me just confirm that he did receive it. Andy. I haven't heard from Mr. Maker Smile yet.
Okay, he's busy typing now.
I see him typing away there on the old WhatsApp-aroo. Guys, in the chat, we will have a match for you shortly, I promise. Andy Tam is typing an essay. I hope there's no issues. Is the Shelzable in chat? Shelzable, I've got a bone to pick with you, dude. Maybe some salt even. Why do you keep changing my icons on the WhatsApp groups? What's going on there, bro? Huh?
Okay, guys in chat obviously hyped up about Mr. Maker Smile's imminent arrival. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to be coming anytime soon. We're sharing a 13 millisecond ping. We're sharing a 15 millisecond ping with Checkmate, who's in the lobby already. And your attempts to try the second. Oh my goodness. Okay.
It's a forever cough. Maybe that's why it's been problematic. Hasn't seemed to have been an issue before.
It has not seemed to be an issue before, but I'm going to change it nonetheless, Blino.
Okay, cool. Well, Andy Tam is saying that he's making a cough, so I guess we'll wait for him to invite us. Law says he's busy making a smile. Yeah, probably, man. Probably. Stay woke, man. That man ain't even trying to join. No. Nice one, Mr. Moonface. Always make me chuckle in the chat, man. The Khan himself is in the chat now. The man who is defending his title in the Khan of Africa tournament. Last chance qualifier starting on the 8th. I have received an invitation from Mr. Maker Smile.
Okay, so have I. So let me just go in there and let's just see if we're able to keep that one as steady as possible.
Yibble, yibble.
Guys, it is something that is out of our control, unfortunately, but we do apologize nonetheless for making you wait. It's just not customary on CharlieWolfGaming. Usually by now, in events that have taken place previously, we would actually just, call it quits. But not going to be the case tonight, guys. We are going to persevere. We've obviously got quite a number of huge events coming up, and we just want to make sure that we are 100% ready. Not just in terms of what we are able to do, but even to make sure that the things out of our control, we can just kind of limit its effect by doing a couple of tests here even while we're on stream right now. So we do apologize for the wait, guys, but we are going to get the match up for you shortly.
Okay, I'm in the cough, Seawolf.
I am joining right now.
You are in the cough. I will invite. Oh, I'm pretty sure. Is Andy sending the invite to?
Let me just make 100% sure.
Sorry, no government names. Mr. Maker Smile. Mr. Maker Smile. Okay, guys. Sheltable, you want to fight me for those WhatsApp icons? Let's do it. Let's do it. I ain't scared of you. Yeah, we have got some big dogs in the chat right now. We have got Mark the Shark himself. We have got Panda Bear. Andy Otam, who has already qualified for the Khan of Africa top 8. Obviously, he's about to fight.
Guys, thank you for just sticking around. We are trying to get to the bottom of the issue, and the moment we are sorted out, we are going to
Here we go. We're sorted.
Are we sorted? Let's
In
hope
this
it
very
stays.
moment,
I'm
we've got
trusting in the
ourselves a
Elder
match.
Gods.
Come on, the Elder Gods. We've got a match here, guys. The match is starting. I'm going full screen. I want to see the shit in all its glory. Guys, Checkmate FGC going up against Mr. Mako Smile. They are busy testing their connection with that character select screen there. Mr. Maker Smile going straight to Kotal, no surprises there. Checkmate FGC going straight to Scorpion, no surprises there. There we go, guys. Looking good so far. Mr. Maker Smile chooses the Colosseum, very, very fitting. I'm excited, Seawolf.
I'm relieved, but I'm excited as well. We've got a match on. The first match of the evening is now 12 minutes past 8. Much later than what we anticipated, but if you look at the fact that Mindkey and Mr. Jones would have probably ended around about this time, we are probably back on schedule again.
I would say so. Dude, I love it when they let the intros rock, man.
Okay, so here we go, guys. Scorpion versus Kotal in the Colosseum. Already a teleport cancel into a backward grab.
Yep. Checkmate FGC, he doesn't stop moving. He's quite an aggressive Scorpion player, so you've got to be really, really careful there. Mr. Mako Smile just eating all this pressure at the moment, gets hit with the overhead. Has to get something going here. Mr.
I think
Mako
this
Smile.
might be the end of the round. No, he's about 30 life points remaining, and the back three
Oh, that was quick.
closes out that first round. 63 seconds left on the clock, Lino. So, like you said, very quick. Catches him with the unblockable.
Now, Mr. Maker Smile is a guy who has a deep knowledge of most of the characters on the roster. Maybe not from a playing point of view, but definitely from a lab point of view. So he's certainly not out of this. I wouldn't count him out.
No, for sure. But a
lovely
great flawless block
block.
coming through there from Checkmate. Steps in for the backward grab.
Mr. Maker Smile ducking the spear there. Gets the king pounce on. Hits him with that long reaching mid. This is
Quite
going
a
to
bit of
hurt.
damage here. I haven't seen any totems. I'm not sure if he's equipped any totems or buffs or nerfs or whatever. But a great
I'm not sure.
wave dash into a command grab, and Mr. Maker Smile takes that round.
Yeah, there
Looking
you
quite
go.
promising.
There you go. I said. Don't write him off just yet. Checkmate FGC having a very, very strong start there. And Mr. Maker Smile's response, excellent. Oh, the feeble down two of
I actually think that
Kotal's
was an
just
attempted
whiffing.
command grab there. It's probably just an input error there.
Ah,
As you
yeah,
saw, he tried
probably.
to do it again there.
Probably. Mr. Maker Smile definitely playing a much better spacing game now. I think maybe a little bit shell-shocked by Checkmate FGC's initial onslaught, but seems to have just slowed things down, and this is exactly what he wants to do. He wants to play the game at his own pace. Lovely punish there. Just hitting Checkmate FGC into coming forward and perhaps doing
Again, the
something
unblockable.
silly.
Oh, great conversion there with the spear. Standing one connects into a backward grab.
This guy's going back and forth here.
Well,
Mr. Maker
as you
smiles,
said,
dude.
in in that first round it was like 63 seconds left, and I mean these guys are on health bars of about 50% each, give or take, and there's about 25 seconds left, so definitely a much more patient game, much more spacing game coming into effect here. And Mr. Maker Smile is going to do exactly what I thought he was going to do now, put out that sun. But unfortunately, he does find himself in a life deficit right now, and he's going to have to do something to disclose it. And he does exactly that.
There we go. He's got the life lead now. Oh, the wake up and the down two. He just needs to be patient here. Oh no.
And that was so unfortunate for Mr. Maker Smile. But I think it was quite clear there, Lino. I think it was very clear there the strategy that Mr. Maker Smile is going to use going into this match, because you know, you obviously saw in that first round, Checkmate was all up in his face, took about 30 seconds to close out the first round. And the second and third round seemed to have taken an eternity. And I think more unfortunately for Mr. Maker Smile than fortunately for Checkmate. Checkmate ends up taking game number 1.
Well, you know, I think that Mr. Maker Smile can take a lot going into the second game here. He's doing exactly what you need to do when you play Scorpion. Don't chase him. He showed incredible patience there in that first game, and that first game is every bit as awesome as I thought it was going to be. So we're in for a treat here, ladies and gents. It looks like Mr. Maker Smile has gone for a variation change here. Let's see what he brings to the table. Yeah, okay, now he's got the damage totem. Got the command grab and the grand discus. Okay, so I think what we're going to see here from Mr. Maker Smile is a bit more of an aggressive approach.
And I'm sure, I mean, Andy obviously is one of those players that knows his character through and through. So we're going to see at every opportunity, and as we see it right there, putting out damage buffs and trying to really maximize whenever he does connect with Scorpion. But
lovely spacing there by Checkmate.
Maybe tricky right now.
Well, I think what Checkmate does really, really well is just move in and out and force you to do something silly, and then he's there reacting and whiff punishing. Super clean play.
Okay, lands the command grab.
Gets a clean
unfortunately that's unsafe, and he's going to pay the full price here. Drop combo, it looks like it.
Maybe a little bit of a drop there. Gets the sun out. Good reaction there.
Guys in chat, Bilal asking, has Checkmate played Killjoy yet? No, he has not. Not in a stream setting at least. I'm not sure if they've played each other in Combat League or in another setting, but definitely not on stream yet. And I'm sure that both these guys are obviously taking part in the Town of Africa as well as the CGL event, so we'll definitely see a chance for the two of them to compete. But Checkmate seems to be running away with it at this point in time.
Yeah, looking very, very comfortable.
Great interrupt there.
We saw this last time he appeared on stream, just getting more and more comfortable as the games go on. And Mr. Maker Smile, no government names. Mr. Maker Smile doesn't really seem to have an answer right now. I think all that patience that he showed in the first game is now being showed by Checkmate FGC.
Well, I think you hit the nail on the head when you said it's going to be a more aggressive approach, and I think maybe, just maybe, that's not the answer here.
Yeah.
You know, take nothing away from Checkmate. I mean, he's basically bodying Mr. Maker Smile at this point in time. It is only 2-0, guys. This is a first to 5 setting, but came out of the starting blocks and just went ham.
Yeah, absolutely. But I think you made a good point there. I don't think that it's the right approach for Mr. Maker Smile. I think in that first game, when he slowed things down, the match started to swing into more of a 50-50 type of setting, where they were on an even keel, and then going for the more aggressive approach in game 2 seems to have not done the trick. So interested to see where he goes now. I think he's gone for another variation change. Mr. Maker Smile is definitely somebody who has a lot of variations in the bag. He utilizes all the tools that his character has. So whatever he brings to the table, it's always very calculated. He knows exactly what he's doing. So keen to see how he adjusts here. Checkmate FGC going up 2-0 in this first fight, but far from over.
Now far from over, and I think the reason I'm saying that, Lino, is that first match. The first match kind of said to me that this is a contest that could really go either way, and I think He's gone back to that first variation,
Looks like it.
the can't cut, which is the launcher, the Jaguar ball, as well as the command grab. So
Yeah, I think you definitely see a change in approach already. He's taking it a little bit slower. Oh, there we go.
so the wonderful mind
gonna
game
be
that
safe?
Total Khan has in his arsenal there is that he's got the 1-2 that he can cancel into the command grab, which is essentially a tick throw.
Yeah.
And I think Mr. Maker Smile on more than one occasion was actually expecting it, and what Andy would then do is actually go for the can't cut, which is, as you saw there, the launcher.
Oh,
And this is looking a
definitely.
much more comfortable round for Mr. Maker Smile.
oh, he goes for that parry and is forced to break away there. Oh, lovely short hop.
Great Scorpion. Great spacing again. Is he going to
Maker
catch out
Smile.
the fatal blow? Not just yet.
Not just yet.
Short
Mr.
up
Maker
into the
Smart
forward
just needs
grab.
to be patient here. Just needs to be patient. Still has the life lead. No reason to panic just yet. Teleport cancel. Oh, and then the throw lands. It's getting into the squeaky bum times.
Squeaky bum time indeed. And Mr. Maker
Oh.
Smile goes for a raw Jaguar Maul and takes the first round in game number 3 here. So
Oh.
I think he might
Oh,
just feel
dang
a
it.
little relieved there after taking that round, because it did look like Checkmate had every chance of just bringing that round back. But great start to the round here from Mr. Maker Smile. Forces Checkmate into a air escape.
Oh, there is nothing worse in this game than squandering a massive life lead. You just, as I like to say, you just feel crestfallen after that happens.
Oh, that's a punish. Unfortunately,
Oh.
he just missed the punish there. Wasn't actually expecting it. I think based on everything Checkmate was dishing out, he probably expected a cancel there more than anything.
Well, that's the mix-up game, isn't it? Condition your opponent and then you switch it up. Good work.
Members of the Wolfpack in chat right now seeing Checkmate.
Checkmate FGC looking very comfortable, yeah?
In that round, absolutely. And Andy, Mr. Maker Smile just needs to look at great play there. Probably favored Mr. Maker Smile more than anything else there. But again, this is the approach that I think Mr. Maker Smile needs to adopt for the rest of this game, because it's definitely something that seems to just kind of tempt Checkmate into doing something.
Yeah, 100%. Oh, he misses the punish there again.
Yeah,
but,
unfortunately.
but yes, yeah, I agree. Like, that's the right approach. It's that whole thing. You don't chase Scorpion. I think that he can probably tempt Checkmate into coming forward recklessly. So yeah, just needs to play that patient game. Oh,
Great
lovely
scout
scout
there
on
on
the
the
road
grab
there.
attempt.
Goes for the full
And
damage.
Checkmate.
There you go, gets himself on the board, and there's the brutality. Woo-wee. Damn. Okay, brutals on CharlieWolfGaming get a 10.
That is correct. That is
That is
correct.
correct.
And guys, for the first time on CharlieWolfGaming, Checkmate has dropped a game. You heard me correctly, guys. For the first time on CharlieWolfGaming, Checkmate has dropped a game.
Well, he gets a 10 for that, and he gets a 10 for the brutal. So that's how we do it on CharlieWolfGaming, guys. Mr. Maker Smile gets himself on the board. Mr. Maker Smile just taking his time at the characters. Oh, what is this? What is going? Oh no, he can't do that, can he? No. What is going
No,
on?
he knows. He knows.
He knows. I see Nemesis Organ Donor in the chat saying perhaps it's stream nerves. I can assure you that Mr. Maker Smile has appeared on stream so many times. This is very second nature for him. Mr. Maker Smile does need to stay with the same variation that he just won in. I'm sure he does know that, and he does indeed. Just taking his time on the character select screen, which you like to see. I mean, I like to see guys take their time on the character select screen, just sort of think about what's just happened, how they can improve, what went right, what went wrong.
And I mean, even though he won the previous game, I think it's a great opportunity for him to just say, okay, I've won that, but there's a couple of things that I can still change and adapt. So
Yeah, absolutely.
great use of the timer on the character select screen, and yeah, let's see if Mr. Maker Smile is going to be able to carry that momentum of the previous game into this one. Suffers a reverse grab. Not going to be too phased about that, I don't think.
Oh, nice spacing there by Checkmate FGC. Landing the back one. Oh, he misses the overhead there. And Mr. Maker Smile just make Scorpion come to you. Make Scorpion come to you. Oh, gets a little bit reckless there, but I think the amplified Kitty Pounce is safe.
That is safe indeed, and that's exactly what we saw coming out there. And it does seem like Kotal's offensive meter kind of regenerated fairly quickly there. I'm not sure if it's just my eyes deceiving me, but Checkmate in full control of that round now, and taking the first round here in game number 4.
Checkmate FGC's variation name, friend or foe.
I see something different in that variation name. Something that Checkmate has been boasting about in terms of a previous match that he played on stream, where there was a certain scoreline that he keeps referring to.
Ah, okay. Little cryptic messaging in there.
I see Checkmate does seem to be a fan of the cryptic message, but he also seems to be a fan of some high-quality Scorpion play, and that's what you're seeing right now. But Mr. Maker Smile is fighting his way, slowly but surely trying to fight his way back. Unfortunately,
gets caught pressing. Checkmate FGC making really good use of the 2-1-2 to try and establish plus frames, even from a distance. Nice work there by Mr. Maker Smile.
One fatal blow for FG for
oh, the wave dash in.
Unfortunately, Mr. Maker Smile went for the can't cut. Checkmate didn't bite, and after taking the previous game, Checkmate now goes into a 3-1 lead over Mr. Maker Smile.
Is that 3-1 or is it 4-1?
3-1. 3-1.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right.
But it definitely does seem to be developing into a very interesting match between these two guys. I mean, the score's 3-1, but I don't think at this point anybody can say that Checkmate's running away with it.
No, certainly not. I think definitely being tested more than he has so far on the PS4 platform. Jay Mysterio in chat saying Checkmate has got some serious reactions. Yeah, the man does serious labbing. The man does serious labbing. So very, very familiar with his opponents. Plays most of the roster as well, so he's familiar from that point of view as well. But Mr. Maker Smile, also somebody who's just as familiar with the roster from a lab point of view as well. Spends a lot of time figuring stuff out. Oh, nice silver spot there, but nothing from it. Gets the beautiful jump in, lands the unblockable.
Just let go of block at the final minute of that 3-hit combo there. Oh, that must be a punish now, and he does so, forces the air escape.
So the breakaway. Does Mr. Maker Smile not have Kotal's most devastating armor break?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't. He actually prefers the can't cut, which is the launcher.
Right.
And that basically replaces the armor breaking.
I get you. Okay. Well, Checkmate FGC obviously very aware of that because he's been quite liberal with the breakaways.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to see breaking away as a necessity. He'll eat the damage because I think without that damage, with that armor breaker that Kotal has, he's not going to eat that much damage.
Yeah, 100%. Nice again, the Shirai use Fire Guard.
Very clean Scorpion play coming from Checkmate again.
Scorpion's home, which I'm sure that we're seeing in the trailer for the Mortal Kombat movie, where we have that little scene of Scorps killing a bunch of Lin Kuei, I assume. Dude, I was skeptical at first about this whole Cole Young situation, but I've got to admit, man, I'm really looking forward to it.
Andy Otam trying to fight his way back in here. Lands a command grab, amplifies it, and throws Scorpion into the corner, which is not going to mean much for Scorpion.
No. Well, Checkmate. Oh, this
Oh, and I think this might just be the round. This might
I
just
think
be
it
the
is.
round.
I think it is. I think it is. Yeah, man, that is
Yep,
the round.
that's the round indeed. 45 of you guys in chat, please call your dogs, cats, grandmothers, grandfathers, aunts, uncles, cousins, siblings, you name it.
Well, Seawolf, don't look now, but there are 46 members of the Wolfpack in the chat, guys. Thank you so much for being with us. Let's get the half century.
Yeah. Oh, great scout again there. Scorpion losing a couple of teeth.
Oh, it's 30% for the 2 down 2s there. Nice throw there. Has managed to establish a good life lead here. The reversal. Going to get himself a little buff from the hua.
From the what?
I don't know, dude. That throw, the hua.
Well, whatever you said now, unfortunately we didn't see it because Checkmate has now gone into a 4-1 lead over Mr. Maker Smile. Put himself on match point or game point.
Yeah. Mr. Maker Smile has a bit of a mountain to climb here. Not impossible by any stretch of the imagination.
Not at all. And I think, you know, like you said, you know, Mr. Maker Smile is one of those guys who spends an enormous amount of time in the lab, streams quite a bit as well. I think he does, if not daily, then very regular Combat League streams. And I mean, he plays Kotal Khan. Kotal Khan is his main character, his go-to character, but he is capable of playing others. I think for a match of this magnitude, we're probably going to see him stick to Kotal, and that's exactly what we are seeing here.
Yeah, absolutely. He also plays my favorite character. He's got a shout, a very strong shout. He's also got a really, really tidy rating as well. Who I've had the misfortune of being bodied by.
Fight.
Okay, game number 6 between these two guys.
Checkmate FGC wasting absolutely no time here, wants to close this out, but Mr. Maker Smile having none of it. Lands the kitty pounce, puts Scorpion in the corner, but as you've said, it means nothing to Scorps. Lands that demon breath. Mr. Maker Smile going for the interactable, slowly trying to work his way in, keeps himself safe there. Oh. Checkmate FGC very aware of the range on that back three, manages to land the overhead and converts for a massive 330 damage. Big damage for Scorps. Oh, he gets caught in the teleport.
And Checkmate now finds himself on match point, guys. Lucicello carries calories. CV. This fight is over, says Law. EG's in advance with the customary moon face from Law 837.
Moonface gang.
I think it's the Moon Gang. Yeah,
Moon gang.
I'm not
Moonface
sure.
gang. I remember I used to read a book when I was a child called The Magic Faraway Tree, and there was a character called Moonface in it. I wonder if that's where Mr. Law gets it from. Confirm in chat, Law. Faraway Tree? Enid Blyton? Moon gang.
Okay, Mr. Maker Smile is on life support.
Oh!
And what an interrupt there.
I wonder if that was on purpose. As impressive
I'm not
as it
too sure.
was.
There's another opportunity for a punish, but only a command grab.
Make a smile.
Oh, great flawless
the
block there.
flawless block, and that is going
I
to be
think
it.
that's going to be it.
And the
This is off with the
brutality.
brutality, and
You get a
Checkmate
10.
takes it 5-1 over Mr. Make Her Smile.
Well, that is an impressive win. It must be said. Mark the Shark in chat saying command grab, that was death. Yeah, needed a little bit more than the command grab there, didn't he?
That was a highly impressive showing there from Checkmate FGC, and you know, his third appearance on CharlieWolfGaming stream now. You know, the background to the whole story behind Checkmate FGC is that he's obviously made waves with his streams, him claiming to be the best Scorpion, the best Rain, the best Nightwolf. We've obviously got a community of monsters, as you know, Blino, and I think everybody is just waiting patiently for Checkmate to say, you know what, give me one of the monsters. And I think, you know, with the stellar March lineup that we've got, it's almost inevitable, you like to think, that Checkmate is going to, in some way, shape or form, whether it be on CGL, whether it be on the Khan of Africa, there's going to be that time that's going to come where he's going to face the likes of Killjoy, the likes of Mr. 5000, the likes of X-Ray 92, the likes of Panda Bear, the likes of any player that I think the entire FGC Africa community will stand behind and say, you know what, that is one of our greatest players. I'm sure the entire community is waiting for the day to come where Checkmate is going to actually have to prove his worth against the so-called big dogs of the PS4 community. Take nothing away from Mr. Maker Smile. He is an extremely competent, he's a monster in his own right.
For sure.
And you know, I think just based on the game that he took, and is also the first game that was played tonight, I think Andy showed every every sign that he was able to take to take Checkmate down to the wire in all those games. And I don't think any one of those games, the 6 games that we saw, were runaway games. I think there were moments in those games where Andy could have done something a bit differently and actually taken the game. But you know, take nothing away from Checkmate. I mean, absolutely fantastic performance yet again on CharlieWolfGaming, and he's gonna take some beating. I'm sure there are people in chat and there are people in the community probably lining up, waiting patiently to take on him, to take on Checkmate. And let's hope it's going to happen soon, guys. Let me just full transparency, and I'm not going to mention any names. We were actually planning a huge stream the night after the first CGL event. And due to unforeseen circumstances and I think just personal preferences, even from my side as well, with me streaming on Monday, not sure what is going to be the case with CGL, having a massive stream on the following night, I think might just be a bit too much for me as well. There's also been requests to just hold that thought for the stream to take place, so it's not going to happen this week Tuesday. But please keep in mind that when it comes to stellar events taking place, apart from all the FGC Africa events, the CGL events, the Khan of Africa events happening in March, CharlieWolfGaming will still be happening on Thursdays. And if there's any room for any match to take place that the community wants to see, in and around all the other events that are taking place, this is where you're going to find it, guys. So let's just leave it at that for now. There were matches planned for next week Tuesday. It's not going to happen. One of those matches were going to be a match that I think the entire community wanted to see, but let's just say for now it's not going to happen. So it will happen sometime in March. When and where, stay tuned to the socials, stay tuned to the CharlieWolfGaming streams, and you'll get all the information you need there. Blino, great performance from Checkmate.
Awesome stuff from Checkmate. Just looking more and more comfortable on the PS4 platform, which is obviously good. But yeah, like you said, you know, CGL is coming up, Khan of Africa is coming up. Those are 2 events that he's already registered for. He will run into a monster soon, and I think the entire community is looking forward to seeing that.
Yeah, and you know, it's well played to Andy Otam, Mr. Maker Smile as well. It's another second first to 5 we've seen Checkmate take on against a Kotal Khan. Andy being the first person to take a game off Checkmate on CharlieWolfGaming streams. And I mean, you know, the amount of things he does for the community, Andy Otam, the amount of subscribers his YouTube channel has, I think he's approaching 1,500 subscribers now. So guys, if you don't know about Andy Otam's YouTube channel, please check it out. Mr. Maker Smile, Andy Otam. Log on to YouTube, check out his videos, check out the work that he does.
Mr. 1,000 and something now.
Yeah, he's probably close to 2,000 already. And I mean, I can understand fully why that is the case. I mean, the guy is a stream machine. He gives us content. He participates in tournaments on Titans as well. So if you are a fan of Kotal and are a fan of Mr. Make It Smile, tune into the streams. He's there. He's on YouTube. And speaking of YouTube, guys, this particular stream is being streamed on Twitch as well. So if you do want to just make an appearance on Twitch, log off YouTube for a second, visit the Twitch at twitch.tv/CharlieWolf_ZA.
I am going to drop that link in the chat.
Eddie asking what Mr. Maker Smiles channel. If somebody can please just drop that YouTube link in the chat as well, and also just send it through to myself on DM. I'll be sure to forward it to my WhatsApp groups as well.
He's asking for
Mr. Maker Smiles.
Mr. Maker Smiles. Okay, no problem. I will drop that in the chat as well.
Alright guys, we are about to get into our final game of the evening.
Yeah guys, final one, and we are going to be seeing Da Flavor going up against a community favorite. I am Grooti.
Also known as the FGC's Flawless Guard Lord. Flawless Block Lord Guard, something like that.
Andy Otam's channel, guys, the link is going in the chat. Keep an eye out. Boom, here we go.
Okay, apparently Checkmate's next opponent has been announced on Twitter. Not sure it works like that, Checkmate, but let's see what you have in store. Is it something cryptic? Is it something straightforward? We'll get there. But for now, the main event of the evening, guys. Mr. 5000's protege, Da Flavor.
Da Flavor.
Who took part in a previous CharlieWolfGaming stream, went down to Checkmate, then took part in Monday night's Combat Africa Volume 34, I think it was, Lionel? Volume 34, yes it was. Volume 34. And made it all the way to grand finals, where I think he lost against Rex2 Ducky. And now he's making yet another appearance on CharlieWolfGaming, going up against, as you mentioned, Lino, community favorite in I Am Grooti.
Yeah.
You've seen Da Flavor play. Very competent Kotal Khan as well, from what we saw.
Guys, and just a disclaimer. Watch how good this Kotal is. Do you know how long this guy's been playing Mortal Kombat?
1 month.
Just over a month. So put that in your pipe and smoke it, ladies and gentlemen. That's, you know, if you dedicate the time, you can get good real quick.
And
so
of course,
yeah,
it doesn't hurt when you've got Mr. 5000 as your coach and mentor.
No, certainly not. Certainly not. Probably one of the best in Africa, giving him all the tips and the secrets.
Okay, so the invites are going out as we speak. Lino, I'm not sure if you sent it out just yet, but I'm about to send it out.
Oh, sorry, I'm sleeping here.
I'm
busy sending links in the chat and...
That's all good.
Checking out Twitch and... I have got Mr. 5000. I do not have Da Flavor. Oh, guys, if there's anybody in chat, I sent a whole bunch of friend requests the other day. If you receive one from Blino, be so kind as to accept my friend request. Be my friend on PlayStation, please.
If somebody... Oh, let me just see if I've got... I hope I've got Grooti. I'm sure I've got Grooti. I mean, I've played him like countless times in Injustice 2. He's been a bit missing from the scene in MK.
Oh shit, I just went and invited Mr. 5000. My bad.
I'm sure he knows it's a mistake, so that's all good. Mr. 5000 is actually in...
He is in the chat?
In the chat as well, yeah, so I'm sure you'll know that that's not intended for him. We are looking for Mr. I Am Grooti. There we are. Okay, Da Flavor and I Am Grooti, your invites have been sent. They should be with you shortly.
Huh?
Sorry, Blina, I'm quite interested to just go onto Twitter and just go see what Checkmate is on about.
Paris Arama saying Shao Kahn is boss. Yes, yes he is. I am Greasy in the chat saying who is DeFlavor? DeFlavor is Mr. 5000's protege, his apprentice, the Padawan to his Jedi, the apprentice to his Sith Lord.
What?
What?
Oh, Star Wars. I get it.
No, Seawolf, bro, that's Star Trek, bro. Get with it.
Nah, bullshit.
I'm testing you. I'm testing you. You passed. Nice one. Guys, our last match of the evening coming up shortly. DeFlavor going up against the Flawless Block God.
Lord.
I am Grootty. Lord. The
Flawless Block God Lord. Shao Kahn is boss. Panda mains the border now. No way. Panda.
No way.
Panda. I'm tossing out with you.
Dude.
Wait, what?
It cuts you deep, dude. When somebody picks up your main as well, you're like,
No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not just that. It cuts me deep when somebody picks up my main and mobs me with my main. That's what.
Yeah. Well, dude, the good doctor, Mr. Paris Arama, has got a day one Shao, and we all know how strong. We all know how strong his day ones are.
Yeah, no, that for sure.
So I've received a mopping or two from his Shao, and it's very upsetting. It's very upsetting.
Moon Gang, I see you in chat saying that you've also been playing Devora. I've actually played Law's Devora.
Yeah.
And
I thought
this
on
guy
Twitter.
equips funny moves. He doesn't equip what you would normally see on a honeybee stream. He
What's he
equips
got going on there?
the flying bug thing, where you, like a ball, kind of go all over the screen.
Dude, I thought you were about to say he equips that move where you turn into a bug.
No.
That's
I
thought that was banned for.
Yeah, no, that's banned from
for
competitive
competitive.
play. But he like jumps up and he buzzes around the screen like a bee from one side to the other side.
For goodness sake.
And then he also equips this bug drop that's got this big ugly bug that just gives you like one little bite. Just like, quick.
Oh, is it that one that fucking crawls on the floor there and like jumps up
And
and
then
chows?
jumps up, yeah, and just like chows a little bit out of you. It's quite an annoying looking move. But
Dude, I know that move.
I actually saw some tech coming from Law that I've never seen before, so it might be something I might actually pick up.
Yeah, well, Law does he does some strange things in the Mortal Kombat.
Grootty, I can't join. Oh fuck. Alright, let's try that again.
Maybe I should get out of here. Donovan in chat saying Devora tilts me. I think she tilts most people who play against her.
Third try. I have sent you another invitation, Grootty. Next to Ducky versus Checkmate. I'm gonna hold that thought for now, Mr. 5000. I'm gonna hold that thought for now. You and I can chat. RDW in chat, if I'm not mistaken. Another Kotal Khan main.
Yeah, there's lots of Kotals these days, man.
No, but I mean, in fairness to Mr. Make a Smile and to RDW.
And RDW, yeah, sure.
They were Kotal Khan
day one.
before Kotal Khan was even spoken about in the tier list.
For sure. But, that being said, you do find a lot more Kotals in the Combat League these days.
And rightfully so. I mean, I think if a character is buffed the way he has been buffed over the last 18 months, I think it's only fair that people pick him up. I mean, if you look at people like Shiva, for example, I mean, it's so annoying when you see all these videos just surfacing about stomp spamming. And here's the worst thing. I saw Ninja Killer, guys. If you don't believe me, go to the G Fuel tournament that Ninja Killer took part in. I saw Ninja Killer with Fujin struggling against Titanium Tigers' Shiva. And don't get me wrong, I know Titanium Tigers can play. But in this particular set or match, the only time that Ninja Killer was actually able to be opened up was through that flip and move.
Yeah, dude, I don't care what anybody says, and you'll have every Shiva main on the planet saying that no, it'll completely ruin the character if you get rid of it. But that move has to be addressed at some point. I mean, it's not right. It's not right. Of course, there are ways to avoid it, but like the ways to avoid it only work in certain situations. You've got to have pinpoint accuracy timing. It's just like ban it from competitive play. There's a whole bunch of moves that are banned from competitive play that aren't nearly as strong as Stomp. So why not Stomp? Well, not the Stomp, the teleport Stomp, because Stomp is something separate. But you know what I mean.
I see here on Checkmate's Twitter that there's a picture of Shao Kahn. I'm not sure if it's referring to you or to a recent chat insert from Mr. Parashurama himself, the good doctor. But let's just make it clear as far as CharlieWolfGaming streams is concerned, Checkmate. No. We've got Khan of Africa coming up. We've got CGL coming up. We've had 3 exhibition matches where you clearly showcase that you are able to play and play really well. Your next match on CharlieWolfGaming stream will be against one of the Titans. Who that will be remains to be seen.
Well, perhaps that's a reference to the Khan of Africa tournament. But if it is a reference to me, Checkmate, Brew, I'll take you on, my friend.
There we go.
I will take you on. I will 5-0 you on any stream.
Okay, it doesn't seem like Grootie's going to come to the party anytime soon.
Oh no! Let me try and leave the cough, Seawolf, and see if that helps.
All right.
It has in the past. Apologies to our viewers, but we'll try this one more time. Let me try and skedaddle out of there and see if it helps.
Okay, the flavor. I know you are waiting patiently for your opponent.
Yeah, just stick around. We will get you in there soon.
It's valved overkill, says Panda Bear.
Ah! It's valved overkill. Well, I know that they've been playing each other. They've had some friendlies already, so.
I believe so.
Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if that's a match. You know, I don't know if that's a match that we want to put on stream. Personally, I mean, it's your choice. It's your channel. So.
You know, I love accommodating players who want to play. And don't get me wrong, Checkmate, Valve Overkill, everybody that you've seen here are here because they want to be here. But I also like to put matches on that the community wants to see.
Sure.
And I think the community needs to dictate who they want to see.
Yeah, let the people decide.
We've got something up our sleeve, but we're not going to divulge that just yet.
Not just yet.
Not just yet.
Not just yet.
The people involved are fully aware, but for now, I'm not sure if I actually invited Groottie again. Did I? Did I not?
You know what? I don't know.
I am Groottie. If you can just let us know in the chat if you are able to access. And guys, while the flavor's here, maybe because it is the last match of the evening, if Groottie is unable to take part in the match, is there anybody in chat that should Groottie be unable to join, that is willing to take on the flavor? I think for a new guy coming into the stream. This is only his second appearance. He's only been playing the game for a month. He's obviously been looking forward to this. If somebody in chat can maybe just put their hands up and say, you know what, I'll take on the flavor if in the event Grootty is unable to join us. Let Jivan play the flavor. I was thinking about that, but I'm just worried about the fact that Jivan's connection didn't seem to do wonders. But that will be a nice match as well. So Jivan, just keep yourself on standby. Bro, let Checkmate play Katie. Panda Bear, please.
What did Panda say there?
Let Checkmate play K Divine.
Oh, dude. Dude, K Divine is way beyond all of us. You know, it just wouldn't be fair. It wouldn't be right. That is a terrible idea, Panda. Terrible idea.
What would be a great idea, though? What would be a great idea is K Divine against West Moby.
Dude, a match for the ages. A match for the ages.
K Divine is a god, says Mr. 5000.
Guys,
I'm so glad you guys are enjoying yourself in chat.
Oh, we've got our customary dislike. That's cool. That's cool.
None other than MSI Lazy Gamer.
You know, I really want to know. I want to meet this guy. I want to give him a hug.
Lazy Gamer?
Just say, hey, dude, it's okay. It's okay. I don't know. Okay, I'm probably doing a bad thing by talking shit about on stream, but regardless, I don't care. If you've ever looked at some of the horrible shit that he's left on people's Steam profiles, he needs a hug, man. He needs a hug. Dude needs a hug.
Okay, is there any update from Grootty?
He has just the video evidence that he sent in the chat saying that he can't join for some reason. I'm obviously out of the COTH, so it's not my fault.
No, definitely not. Anybody wants to take on? I see Armor Piercing Sage is in game. I see. Let's see who else is here. That is willing to play. Okay, Mining Key KB has not played tonight yet. I'm Grootty, let me pick. Shut up. Okay, so it's difficult. I don't want to choose Jivan because then Minekey might feel left out. I don't want to choose Minekey because then what about Zaza? Oh, they're friends, aren't they? Rex2 Ducky. Anybody in chat, guys? Somebody please help me out here. I want to leave you guys with one final match before the Black Alpha. Lebo, are you around?
Yeah. Hey, Mr. Titan.
Lebo, do you want to appear on stream?
I'm gonna message him, bro. I'm gonna message him on the WhatsApp. On the app of the Whats. And ask him what's crack-a-lacking, dude. In fact, that's exactly what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say, what's crack-a-lacking?
It'd be nice to see a Geddes versus a...
I want to step in and play.
Rex already played the flavor. Yeah, that was now on Monday night, if I'm not mistaken.
And how did that go? I can't remember.
It was grand finals of FGC Africa Volume 34, and Rex2 Ducky took it.
Wow.
Bring Lebo, okay. I see a couple of second. Careless Winner's not here.
Ooh, Lebs might be doing family things. I have messaged him directly on the WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Grey ticks so far. Messages have gone through.
Okay, there we go. I'm gonna give it to Armor Piercing Sage just in the interest of fairness. Armor Piercing Sage is going to get it. I do not want to ask Minekey or Jivs because one or the other might feel a bit left out because the two of them were due to play together. So I am going to, I've actually just sent Lance a sorry for the government name, but I'm looking according to what's in the chat. Armor Piercing Sage, obviously a regular on AK Slay's Titans channel.
Do you want to get me back in there, Seawolf?
I can definitely try. Let me just get Armor Piercing in here.
Okay. Oh, I had one of those horrible days today where I just couldn't win a match in Combat League.
Well, we can still see how it goes. I'm on leave tomorrow, by the way.
Ah, so lucky.
I'm on leave tomorrow, so if anybody is free after the stream and wants to take part in a couple of friendlies,
I will make myself available, Mr. Seawolf.
here we go.
For a couple of those, most certainly.
Aha, Armor Piercing Sage has entered the building.
Yeah.
I'm going to send you an invite now. You can still see my screen for now, Brian. And if the
yeah.
if the coth holds, just remember to go AFK the moment you get in.
Sure.
Okay, guys, so here's our third and final match. Not necessarily what we had planned, but we bring you in a match nonetheless. The Flavor going up against what Aquaman refers to as the best PSN ID he has ever seen, Armor Piercing Sage.
The Armor Piercing Sage.
The Flavor 13 obviously feeling quite comfortable with his ability now that he's made it all the way to grand finals in the recent stream that he participated in. So I've got a feeling we're going to see a much more freer the Flavor 13 than maybe we saw going up against Checkmate about 2 weeks back.
Yeah, for sure. And now we are enjoying a 10 millisecond ping, dude. I'm in your garage. Open the door, you'll see me. I'm sitting right there.
And just as the match has been finalized, Lebo comes in to say, "You
Oh,
can
no.
make it." Unfortunately, Lebo, these things happen very, very quickly.
Ah.
Next time, buddy. Next time. Okay. Final match of the evening, guys. The Flavor going up against Armor Piercing Sage.
Yep. And we have got a Kotal up against a Fuge. A Flugen.
You left us to your brother's dark mercies. Round
Okay, I don't know if it's just me or if you're seeing a little bit of lag coming through as well, but it seems
I
to be
am
fine.
seeing some lag, but it seems to have stabilized.
Okay, we've got Shaka going up against Airwalker. Unsafe there, but not punished accordingly. Does that an escape fail there of that forward grab, so he's got the crushing blow KB loaded on the next grab.
Yeah, the
Flugen
Flavor
can obviously
naming
choose
his
forward or back.
variation after the very famous Zulu King.
Okay, forward 2-1 into the command grab. Keeps Fusion stuck in the corner. Tries the short up. Only gets the down 3 punish though. Fusion, one of these characters that is so execution heavy.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I think it's due to that reason. We don't see too many of them. But those that we do see, and you know, guys like Shokan, guys like Bilal, Fusion, Killjoy come to mind. Z the Janitor, do not forget Z the Janitor, a very, very competent Fusion.
Well, you know, the thing is, yeah, he is very, very execution heavy, but you know, the more you watch streams and stuff that happen on YouTube and Twitch and that sort of thing, you're seeing a lot of top tier players playing Fujin now, and it's a really strong character if you can get him right.
You are AFK in the cost, Brian?
I am, yeah.
Perfect.
No, I don't want to take on either of these dudes. Actually, you know what? I would have put up my hand.
Great spacing there by the Flavor. Drops the combo in the corner though, unfortunately. and for the first time in this round at least, gets his first bit of damage taken away from him. So, looking very comfortable in this first game here. Getting some lag coming into effect there.
Yeah, rocking this total. Oh, gets the grab.
So I like the jump one into the standing one into the command grabs throw, because the standing or the jumping one into the standing one comes out so quickly, and that's a great flawless block there from the Flavor. Taking that first game and quite comprehensively so. So you can definitely see elements, Lino, of Mr. 5000 coming through here, and you know, I've seen the Flavor's movement in the previous game. I've seen his movement on Combat Africa. I've seen his movement again tonight. Nothing short of really impressive.
Yeah, for sure. You know, and it still just blows my mind that this dude has only been playing Mortal Kombat for like just over a month.
Just over a month.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Well, you know, you and I were having this conversation not too long ago about the balance between dedication and raw talent.
Yeah. Are you? I'm gonna make a Naruto reference now, if you don't mind.
I wouldn't know what you're talking about.
Are you an Uchiha Sasuke, or are you a Rock Lee?
Okay.
Yeah, that means that basically, are you just sort of naturally talented, or do you have to work really, really hard for your skills? And I think that the guys who really excel at the game have got both in equal measures. They are guys who are just talented. Their reactions are just, you know, somewhat quicker than most, and they put a lot of work in. And I think that the Flavor falls into that category. He's clearly very talented, and he clearly puts a lot of work in.
Well, we've seen the first Sub-Zero coming through here from Armor Piercing Sage. The Flavor obviously stuck to that chakra variation of Kotal Khan.
I think that the Flavor already showing the right approach. I think Sub-Zero is the kind of character that you don't want to allow any momentum, otherwise he's going to schmick the shit out of you. Oh, here we go. Sub-Zero things. Thought that the Flavor was going to break there and went for the forward four. He did not. Oh, another nice. Dude, the Flavor, man. He's doing some crazy shit.
Well, I mean, if you look at his mentor, Lino, and I mean, it's been joked about on numerous occasions.
That's gonna kill.
They call him Mr. Mash 1000, and
Well, maybe not.
now, I don't think this is going to kill. I don't think this is going to kill at all, but he's definitely put himself in a prime position here to take this round, but great use of that air projectile there from Armor Piercing Sage, and he now goes into the second round, winning the first, and knowing that that fatal blow is now out of the equation.
Yeah, always give you a bit of peace of mind there, for sure. The parry doesn't parry the slide, does it? Can't. Oh, he gets the crush blow. Does it really?
I think it does.
Pick up Kotal just for Sub-Zero.
I'm sure there's enough Kotal Khan players in the chat to just confirm that. Does Kotal Khan's parry Sub-Zero's low slide? Okay, so after going down in that first round here, Blino, the Flavor looking much more comfortable in round number 2 here. Comprehensive life lead, puts Sub-Zero into fatal blow territory. Oh, and that's the round. That is the round for the Flavor.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
Mark just confirming that it does. Mark the Shark, also a very, very competent 3-totem kind of Kotal Khan player.
Dude, that gets totems out so quickly. You're looking at you know, when Kotal's got those 3 totems out, it's like 60% for a down one. So
okay, down one into the command grab. The Flavor finding some momentum here in this third and final round of this game. And that's going to be
goodness me, he's almost flawlessing Armor Piercing Sage, yeah? Who we are very grateful for just stepping up to the plate on very, very short notice. In fact, he was asked in the chat, and here he is. So. Down one's his way to victory, the humble dick punch.
Humble Dick Punch coming through, and with that, Kotelka now stormed into a 2-0 lead over Armor Piercing Sage. Armor Piercing Sage, kind of player I haven't seen too much of. I have seen him appear on Titans quite a few times, more from a commentary point of view than a player point of view. But already 2 games we've seen 2 different characters. Is he one of those players, Blino, that plays the cost?
I don't know. He must be. He must be.
I'm sure AK Slay's in chat there, if he can just confirm that. We've seen 2 characters so far from Armor Piercing Sage.
Zing in the chat saying Team Rock Lee. See, he knows what I'm talking about, Seawolf. I'm definitely a Rock Lee. I've got 0 talent, but I work reasonably hard.
Kinda looks like you're saying he's only doing good because of Justin.
Huh?
Really? Is that what it sounds like I'm saying? Law.
It's not. No, Law. I think you got the wrong end of the stick there.
Clearly. But take nothing away. It doesn't hurt having Justin in your corner.
Round 1. Fight!
Okay, match number 3, guys, and the flavor. It looks like there's still the Sub-Zero pick, but I think there might have been a variation. Swap your Blino?
Yeah, definitely a different skin. So I would imagine that the variation did change. I didn't see the move list there. I was really looking at the chat, unfortunately. But I'm sure we'll see what's up. He's got himself the what is it? The Rising Ice. Get himself a bit of combo damage there.
Something to that effect.
Obviously, opens up Sub-Zero's combo potential big time. Very cool. A little bit of lag coming through here. Not too cool. Is what it is though.
Okay, again, down one into that command grab there. Now RDW with the knowledge in chat saying he's not good because he trains with Justin. He trains with Justin because he's good.
Nice.
Well, Armor Piercing Sage just decided, you know what, down, or not down, but he landed the low, the back 3 into the fatal blow. So he closed out that first round of game number 3 here.
Round 2.
So the fatal blow is out of the equation here, Blino, but he at least come off that round as the victor. So it's now just about cementing the situation here and closing out the game. At least that's what Armor Piercing Sage is thinking. Obviously, from the Flavor's point of view, he still has access to the fatal blow.
Armor Piercing Sage looking pretty comfortable in this.
Late flawless block coming through there from the Flavor though.
I wonder if he just like. Man, his flawless blocks are on point. Super impressive.
Christian Clay, the Eagle Eye in chat. RDW splitting.
I would imagine that he's got that slide crushing blow loaded up now.
I would imagine, and the Flavor's about one slide, amplified slide away, but I think this might be the round. I think this might just be it now. I think this might just leave Sub-Zero with a little bit of life to...
Armor Piercing Sage is tapping the 3 button like his life depends on it, because it does.
And we're going to see the sun. We're going to see the sun, and that is it. Curtains for Sub-Zero in that round.
I was having a conversation with you about Kotal yesterday. Or was it today?
It was actually a bit earlier today.
It was today. And I just sort of made the point that Kotal has got so many options for every situation in the game. I mean, if you've got, who was it that sent a meme in the chat the other day of the tortoise from Kung Fu Panda? Like when I see Kotal's sun come out and I've got no life left, like my time has come. There's nothing you can do. You're gonna die.
Absolutely, and I understand that reference, Ibrano. I got kids.
What's his name? Uwe.
Master Uwe.
That's the one.
Okay,
and,
so we've got the Flavor having lost that first round, Lino, as we said, suddenly storming into a 3-0 lead over Armor Piercing Sage here, and Armor Piercing's gonna have to pull a rabbit out the hat here before he sees the momentum shift in this game, because it seems like it's a runaway train for the Flavor at the moment.
It's looking like it, man. I mean, I just spoke a bit of shit about something that wasn't even Mortal Kombat for 2 seconds and the round was over. So, DeFlavor is here to play, man. Damn. Law saying 5-0 loading. Well, I think that Armor Piercing Sage has definitely shown some signs of life in these games. I would be surprised if this one went 5-0. I think that Armor Piercing Sage is doing enough. Does look like he's going to have a character swap here.
Mark the shot with the facts in chat saying that the Flavor's waiting to see how he does in CGL. He definitely looks to be getting stronger by the day. I have to agree with that. And I mean, his first appearance, scoreline aside, he looked extremely strong. His second appearance, he made it all the way to grand finals in the 8-man Combat Africa tournament. And now he's in a 3-0 lead in the main event of CharlieWolfGaming. So, against Armor Piercing Sage, who has to be said, kind of stepped in on the last minute, Cyber slew. I wonder.
Hyper clutch.
Takeda's more.
Wow. Don't make us be saying that on stream, Armor Piercing Sage. That's disrespectful, no? Disrespectful.
I actually think Takeda is Jackie's bitch. But anyway, that's just my thoughts.
You think she wears the pants there?
I mean, Takeda looks like a pretty calm oak. Jackie's kind of badass. So,
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, I'll agree with you there. He looks like quite a passive kind of guy for a ninja,
Round 1. Fight!
Noxious Nemesis saying 5-0 loading. Is that organ donor? No, I don't know.
No, that is not. Organ donor is actually called organ donor in the chat.
Okay, so Noxious Nemesis, I think it's the first time I'm actually seeing you in chat, unless it's a hiding. But if you are new to the chat and you enjoy what you're seeing, please do not forget to leave a subscribe. It will really be appreciated. And if you are already subscribed, drop the chat for a second, leave a like or a dislike. Any feedback, always welcome on CharlieWolfGaming.
Well, I think that your question has been answered, Seawolf. Armor Piercing Sage is obviously somebody who plays a lot of the cast. Oh, he gets hit by that crushing blow off Kota's projectile. Maybe keeps himself safe there with Amplified Grand Discus. Does it again there. Without... Oh, the YOLO fatal. No, you don't want to go to that sun. Don't go to the sun. Don't go to the light.
Oh, and unfortunately the sun and the pizza decided to take that round away.
Yeah, once again, Seawolf, the character just has options in every situation.
So here's a question I got, and maybe this question can be posed towards RDW17 and Mr. Make It Smile. Because you guys have been playing Kotal since day one. He wasn't a strong character. If I remember 20 months ago when Mortal Kombat came out, Kotal Khan was not a strong character. He was in fact one of the weaker characters. How did you go about deciding that Kotal Khan is going to be your main? Considering that he was nowhere close to the top of the tier list.
That's an interesting question. On a personal note, I think sometimes it just comes down to a character that you resonate with. And regardless of how good they are in a tier list or whatever, it's just the character that you want to play. So for me, it's as simple as that.
Well, I think you're 100% there, and I mean, it has to be said. If you look at somebody like, for example, Mark the Shark, who plays with Baraka, again, not one of those characters that are on the top of the tier list. In fact, they're often kind of put down towards the lower echelons of the tier list. As the flavor, sorry, it has to be said, stormed into a 4-0 lead here over Armor Piercing Sage.
Yeah, looking very, very tidy.
If you look at a guy like Mark the Shark, who plays Baraka, amongst a few other characters, Noob Saibot, another character who doesn't necessarily appear on the top of the tier list. But in terms of how he makes those characters work.
Yeah, 100, yeah. But that's the thing though, dude. It's like so you've got tier lists and you've got characters that are at the top. But you've also got people who can make these characters at the lower end of the tier list look really, really, really good. And it just comes down to your fundamentals, you know. Is your spacing good? Do you understand when it's your turn? Do you know the matchup? You know, there's a whole lot of things that come into play. And you don't... I don't think that Yeah, I
Very
don't quite know
interesting
what.
looking skin there from.
It's a super cool skin
It
from
looks like
RTS
smoke.
Spade. Hey,
It
isn't
looks
that
like
cool?
smoke. It really
That's
looks like
very
smoke.
cool. That is very cool. I haven't seen that combination before.
Well, Andy O'Tam saying in chat, tier lists don't matter. Are you having fun? Is the question.
Exactly.
And
I think-
maybe
I
that's
think- I
true.
think-
Do you
I
throw
think
fans,
that's
says
amazing.
Low, and I mean Low again.
Yeah, exactly. Another character. I mean,
Another character that is
loyalist.
not on top of the tier list, but in the hands of Law,
Yeah.
can mop. And I mean, we
Yeah.
saw it not too long ago going up 3-0 against Killjoy. So, I mean, that's just the thing. And I mean, it has to be said, and I'm going to be biased when I say this. You almost have to respect people like Honeybee,
Laurel's lair.
Yeah.
who, irrespective of the situation, whether they're competing in EVO Grand Finals, he's going to pull out the water.
Yeah, 100%, man. I personally have got a lot of time for character loyalists, and you know why. So,
Mark the Shark with the video games Yo reference there with Shao Kahn. And he
yeah,
mops.
there you go. Although sadly, it looks like video games Yo has put Shao in the cupboard
Your painted
forever, it
face
seems.
hides
Especially, well, when it comes to competitive play, certainly.
Isn't that the
There's a character I wouldn't mind seeing a few buffs
I
here
will
and there.
trap you in sticks and ropes.
A few. Just a
Round
few.
one.
Just a few. Just a few. Take away that flawless blockable gap, make us forward to a mid, and I'm happy.
Yeah, here's a very. I love the knowledge being shared in chat here though. Zaza saying respect us top tier users. Okay, pick them up and win, and then we carried.
No. I don't think that's really the conversation that we're having here. Yes, I mean you can pick up top tier characters and do well, but I think Mr. Maker Smile hit it on the head there, dude. If you're having fun, I think that's the main thing.
Yeah, I must be honest with you. I'm not sure if Armor Piercing Sage feels comfortable with the Joker pick here, because he does seem to be dropping a couple of things here. Not looking too sure what exactly is going on here with the characters. I'm not sure. I didn't see the character selection. If there was a possible mistake being made there, but it doesn't.
No. It was definitely an intentional pick.
But you know what?
Round two.
There are a couple of things in Mortal Kombat 11 where you think to yourself, gee, well, this character is busted, or you know, people were saying Cetrion is busted, but the likes of Sonic Fox and what's the other guy, Ninja Killer and
Nice
Combat
parry.
have been mopping Dragon Cetrion. And I mean, when it comes to Premier Cetrion, there's none better than Dragon.
Yeah,
And yet they are at a level where they are able to dish out a couple of L's on Dragon's behalf.
Yeah, I mean, look, at the end of the day, I think that character knowledge can just take you so far. If you understand the matchup, we say it often, there's a counter for every sort of thing. I mean, even Shiva's stomp.
No, for sure. Shiva's actually not a top tier character. I mean, I think just the one move, take that stomp out or maybe just change it, and she's just a normal mid-tier character.
Sure. Or is he going to confirm it to Fatal Blow here? No, he's not.
Suddenly Armor Piercing Sage seems to have woken up and unfortunately went
think
for
that's
the unsafe option. And the Flavor looking very comfortable, very confident.
Well, I
Takes
think
this
that he-
final game of the evening.
Yeah,
5 games to 0.
I think he missed an opportunity there. He could have confirmed into Joker's Fatal Blow and survived.
Well, he dishes
Okay,
out the
what
mercy.
he's giving him a chance. He's giving him a chance. Oh, Armor Piercing Sage has left the building. Armor Piercing Sage has left the building.
Yeah, I was just about to change the score back down to 4, but there we have it, guys. 5-0 for the Flavor. Guys, firstly, thank you to Armor Piercing Sage for actually just making himself available. The Flavor saying, you know what?
The most brutal fatality.
Yeah, this is ugly.
Oh.
This is just ugly.
Oh.
As we Capetonians would say, this is just mossach.
Grrr.
Fatality. Total call.
Panda
Yeah,
is Dragon. Okay.
So brutal. So brutal. And that's it, Seawolf.
Yeah, that was your stream. Plagued by a little bit of connection issues on the night, Blino, but nonetheless, we're able
As is
to
of
bring
course
you.
tradition.
Say again.
I said, as is of course tradition here in Africa. It wouldn't be a stream without some connection issues.
Yeah, and I mean, it's just one of those things. So, guys, just maybe just a word of, I won't say warning because it's not a warning, but just a reminder, a gentle reminder. Please make sure that just before you take part in CGL, just make sure that number one, which is part of the rules, you are on a wired connection. That you have a NAT2 connection and that you are on the PlayStation 4. You don't have any special controls with turbo buttons and switches and whatever. But most importantly, guys, just make sure that all your downloads are suspended, that you've run a connection test before the time, that you've restarted, rebooted, and just made sure your console is as fresh as possible. If you can avoid the PlayStation this weekend, just to make sure that it's as cool as possible, do that as well. No, I'm kidding. But just make sure that you go into CGL making sure that your console, your network, everything is sorted out. Nobody's using Netflix, watching YouTube, etc., etc. This is going to be a huge event, and I'm not sure what match is playing in the background, but I'm going to just...
This is Armor Piercing Page and the Flavor are having a little friendly here.
Okay, so let me just exit the cot here so that you guys can't hear what's going on. The stream is over. So guys, CGL happening on Monday evening on CGL's Twitch channel. We'll post all the links in the socials. Reboot your console to make sure that you are ready for that. Carn of Africa on the 6th. CharlieWolfGaming on the 4th of March. I mean, we just stacked up in March. Stacked up in March, and I believe we're going to see the return of Mr. Stacks. I'm not too sure, but I saw that happen somewhere. Guys, Mr. Make Us Smile and Checkmate FGC, thank you so much. Great show you guys put on. Checkmate taking that by 5 games to 1. His first loss on stream. And then to end it off, the Flavor, a protege of Mr. 5000, was due to take on I Am Grootty. Connection issues prevailed. Took on Armor Piercing Sage, and the Flavor took that by 5 games to 0. Guys, that's been your stream for this evening. Blino, thank you very much. March Madness is the one and only Candice Burgess.
Yeah, I wonder who that is.
I wonder.
That is my beautiful wife. Thank you so much for being with us. Yeah, but that's the end of the stream, Yeah, it's always a sad time, but it's got to be done. But guys, yeah, as Seawolf said, it's a stacked March, so please stay tuned, guys.
And
keep an eye on all the places.
Yeah, with that being said, Lionel, thank you so much as always for joining me. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Of course.
And yeah, we'll see you soon.
Yeah, cheers folks.
Cheers folks, go well, take it easy, stay safe, good night.